Hello, everybody. My name is Rextus,
And I'm Soulcale.
and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy.
Woo!
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alrighty, I'm ready too.
Let's go see Poppy.
Pape,
Poppy.
out in the middle of nowhere.
Again. Out in the middle of nowhere again.
The quests, for what the quests have to offer, they're actually kind of decent.
Yeah.
Hello,
Poppy.
centaurs, right?
Hello.
I can do this. They will
Poppy.
want to help. Is
Talk
this
to
where
Poppy.
we're meeting the centaurs? Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose. Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help. I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving. I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience. That's exactly the right word. Never mind. What is it? It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide. That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they? Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
It's all fine. It's all good and well.
Oh. No, put your one down, me.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest.
It's intriguing.
I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one? I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all. I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran. That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Hmm.
If Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions
Is
later.
doing
I
that
can head to
also
the
going
library
to
and start looking
endanger
into
the
the cave you
Snidgets as
mentioned.
well? I don't know. We might put them in
I'll
more
let you know
trouble
what I
than we're
find.
thinking.
Yeah.
Sebastian. I'm curious on what Sebastian has. What's he gonna do?
Is that the end of Poppy?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, it didn't say quest complete or anything.
I know.
Okay, so in the Shadow of Hope?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the sad one.
Yeah.
Meet Sebastian and outside Fieldcroft.
Alright. Teleporting there.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Yeah, yep. Shadow of Hope. What?
Alright. Sebastian! Hello.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
Catacomb.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Talk to Sebastian.
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
They say catacomb, so funny.
Oh, yeah.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse in a fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
Again, he doesn't give any detail
Good luck
on
with
the
Ominous.
relic at all.
Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when
Yeah.
the four of us
We
should
need
meet
more
at the
details,
catacomb.
Sebastian.
Look for my
Details.
Yes, more details.
See you soon.
Ha!
And quest complete.
Blackmail for Natty.
Okay, let's see. Blackmail.
Oh, she's right outside of Hogwarts.
That is not what I wanted. Alright, Natty.
It is kind of interesting so far, but again, like the quests, I wish it was a little more detailed, because especially with Sebastian, it's like, okay, well, what does that relic do?
Yeah.
Natty!
Oh, I have to wait. It is nighttime for me.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yes. Talk to Natty.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if
Natty,
I were
I'd
to
still be
wander the
careful.
village questioning its residents.
Yeah, I would
Very
still
well.
be careful.
I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
I mean, if they are able to kidnap a kid, what are they going to do if they find you?
Yeah. Alright.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Up the stairs, up 3
Oh,
broomsticks.
Iska, what have I done?
Hello,
Mrs. Rabe,
Daisy.
I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. Oh, hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other 2 friends.
Wherever you guys are.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags.
That is a
check
dangerous
that.
game because
Please
if
tell
they
me
know
don't
someone's
take
been
it, but
talking,
perhaps
they're
it's
going to go
been here
after
all
that
along.
person.
Yeah.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about
Oh,
Harlow.
boy.
It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often. I've been able to cover for his requests.
The
until
note
now
doesn't
with some
confirm
creative
kidnapping.
bookkeeping,
Okay.
but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry on before Mr. Hill
Did you get the note? Or no?
I didn't get his
We're on the
note.
right track.
Oh.
Now to find the last
Well, I
of
got
Mr.
one for
Bickle's
the wife that the husband was kidnapped. Mrs. Rabe.
Yes.
Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you'll reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you see the value in us
Agnes
working
Philbin
together.
must be around
Shall
here
we
somewhere.
expect a response on the
Hello
week's
there.
end? Best to keep this between us if you understand our meeting. Okay.
Excuse me.
I already
Mr.
got her
Philbert.
note.
I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle.
But again, like if
He
someone
wanted me to
has
speak
something
out
on
against
you
Harlow
or
for an act of
hanging over your
violence
head,
committed
it's just going to
against me.
keep on
But
continuing.
I feared Harlow
They're going
Yeah.
to keep on
retaliation,
abusing you
and so I
until you
refused.
can't be any longer abused.
Yeah.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Alright, time to return to Nettie.
I'm not going to press him.
No. Back to Nettie.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hogshead. Perhaps I'll find her there.
But now I gotta go back into Hogsmeade.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Natty.
Oh
Natty's
no.
wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Isn't that grand?
And she was taken.
They're not going to
Fools
stop
get
now, are
what's
they?
coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
There's a hideout.
Ha!
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Alright, let's find all the letters.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Alright, Eddie, where are they keeping you at? What is up here that I missed? Gold. I have so much gold that I don't know what to do with.
Ah.
Okay.
They don't seem to care for me, the Hogsmeade. Can't say I blame them, what with all I've done there.
Hey,
What? How can you see me? I'm behind an object.
fingers.
Brock Burrow's always a treasure.
Revelio.
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our little visit.
Can't believe we're forced to work with these goblins.
This way. Nope.
Not my fault if a customer skips the fine print and I have to break a few bones.
Revelio.
There are some got my eye on some nearby hamlets. They're in more danger than they know.
The hamlets don't stand a chance against us.
That is a big and well potion. Hey, I got a Christmas tree.
I got large rugs.
Girls are nothing but trouble. About time we learned.
Alright.
Am I supposed to take out everyone sneakily?
Yes.
Wouldn't last a week. You see. Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here.
Ooh, don't hurt me. There we go.
I shall be shining in Rookwood's eyes when he's...
Nuisance when supplies run low, though. Always makes me nervous when our stocks aren't completely... Nothing even worth stealing. When we're done here, I'm going straight to the Hogshead. Perhaps I'll just go now.
I'm used to my talents this.
I hope Rookwood
Revelio.
knows what he's doing.
Students these days, so full of themselves. Suppose that's what we're counting on, isn't it?
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting
Let's
for
see.
Rookwood to work for him. He can fight his own battles.
Locks and guards.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Wasting time, this is. Rookwood should get...
Revelio.
We may be working with the goblins for now, but soon they'll be answering to us.
If people don't want me to steal their valuables, they better get a really good lock.
More times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
I don't know why they're
Oh, I got
unforgivable.
a note.
Using them don't bother me none.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie.
All right.
He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now.
Oi.
Rookwood's gone mad.
I wouldn't go.
Revelio.
What? She's not going to say anything.
Who's not gonna say anything?
Natty.
Oh,
She's just
Natty.
standing there.
I could use a fire escape.
I must find the wound.
Revelio.
Okay, that's the chest I cannot get right now.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Okay, you just teleported.
They have to be sneaky.
I turned him into a chicken.
Revelio.
I may go to Hogsmeade later. Stir up some...
Okay, that's to Natty. I want to get the other note.
I was a proud man today, and there's more of those days ahead.
I grow tired of sneaking around in quiet.
Are you just gonna kill him?
I think I'm just gonna kill him. It's just like,
Okay. I might just do the same thing. Hey. That was funny.
what was the point of hiding?
I don't know.
It's so silly. Just takes a long time. Ah.
Alright. I killed him all.
Ah, this is the guy's note. Your Tadir is to me as augury, whose voice foretells the coming rain. Your love to me as a Kerp whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You will always be the one. Gilbert. And then I'm just
I
gonna
have not
burn it.
found the other note yet.
What is this?
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Out.
Natty must be here somewhere.
Natty.
Ah, I found the other note. I've read your last letter over and over, and I'm certain to read it again each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not be able to see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait upon until you are more settled, my love, and I know that you are doing all that you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed. And now I'm off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie.
Any idea where it might be?
It's near.
Ah,
I can sense it.
your love
I'll find it.
is like a tonic.
Natter.
Revelio.
Am I missing? I'm still missing the wand.
Okay, so it's in this room. Maybe. The wand is in this room.
Wand could be in there.
There we go.
Alohomora.
It's on the table.
Really?
Yes. You have to use Revelio.
I wandered around the entire palace trying to find it, and it was right there on the table.
Here's your wand bag.
I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Well, he's just got to blast the door off. It's very quiet.
Can you get my friend Natty out now? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These
Oh, boy.
Ashwinders must pay.
And then we're just going to fight them anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, more money. And wrong way. Alright, here we go. Out.
Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah. Hello, Officer
Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Okay.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
I don't know about Singer.
Quest complete.
I don't know about Singer.
Uh,
She might be on the undercover for the organization itself.
who knows?
Because, like, if she's the only officer in the entire Hogsmeade, it's like, that's kind of sus. You know, she could be getting back pocket from the organization, Ranrock's crew.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, hello. I got another L.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing.
I haven't gotten any
Thank
L's.
you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Yes, that was the only owl.
Revelio.
Is there any more owls? No? Okay.
Ah. Interesting. Roxas thinks you need to shut up.
Wait, what happened?
Dink thinks a lot of things. Dink needs to shut up. Oh, poor Deke. Yeah, I found that to be pretty interesting. There are some interesting things going on, but I'm wondering how they're going to wrap it up. Especially we're nearing pretty near the end, so I'm wondering how everything is going to get wrapped up. Is it just going to be a hush hush job, or how is it going to go?
Thinks you've made marvelous
Who
improvements here.
knows?
Because most storylines that I've kind of followed along with, it seems, especially for anime or any kind of gaming concept, that like they have a lot going for it. They have a lot of storyline. They have a lot of, you know, different ideas of what's going on or just different things that are happening. And instead of properly wrapping it up in a nice bow and, you know, making a nice present and having a good ending, it just seems like they kind of rush the show to the end and just try to get you out the door rather than getting a good conclusion to the actual story.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how this will go, because it seems to be kind of good so far. There are some things that could be fleshed out and done a little bit better, but I'd like to see how it actually ends. But yes.
Yeah.
Well, is that all the time we have for this episode?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes. And we'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.